Hello! hello. So we are here. I'm back. It's a new channel. I'm trying out new things. Lots of things are happening in my life right now, and we're getting back to doing things, and so I'm so excited to dive into this pick a card for all of you. Okay, you've seen the title, and the question that we are answering here in this pick a card reading is, what if nothing changed? And it's interesting how that is. That's like the first one that I wrote this full list of like topics, pick a card topics that I wanted to film and share with all of you, and this was the first one. It was like, do it. And just to set parameters on this reading, because life is all about change, and there's change is inevitable in life, and so we're gonna be, limiting the parameters here because nothing can't change in life. As we grow older, and even our age changes every single day, and our body changes and all of that stuff. So we're just gonna limit it to, what if your actions didn't change, right? You can change our thoughts, our mindsets, our words, but what if our actions didn't change? So what if the way that you're living your life right now, the action steps that you're taking in your life right now, what if it didn't change and you just kept doing the same thing that you have always done for an extended period of time? And this can go one of so many ways, but I hope that as I'm doing this, I don't know what's in these files yet, but I really hope that through this reading, maybe it serves as a wake-up call for you. Maybe it's an affirmation that, hey, even if you don't change what you're doing the right thing for you. Again, there's so many ways that this could go, but yeah, that's the question that we're answering. I don't know what's gonna happen, so it's gonna be interesting, I hope. So yeah, here are our files. You've been looking at them since the start of the video. And by the way, just a side note, just in case, I'm really sorry. I'm on a bed right now. It's not the most ideal conditions. I'm on a bed. My phone stand is on my laptop, so anything can happen during this time, and it might get chaotic for me. I apologize in advance if there's any chaos in your readings, but it is what it is. We're gonna make it happen. And so here are your piles. You can choose one, you can choose more. Just feel into that question of, what if nothing changes in my life? What if nothing changes in my life? What if things stay the same? Right? What if I don't act differently? What if I could just keep on doing the same action steps that I've been taking? I wake up the same way, I live my life the same way, and then I sleep the same way every single day for the next 3 to 6 months, I guess. That would be the question that maybe you want to feel into and ask, and then feel into which pile or piles, you can choose more than one, has the answers for you. Maybe you can even do it by life aspect. Like, for example, what if I don't change anything that I do in my career? What happens by maybe the end of the year, or by the end of next year? Or my relationships, what if I don't change anything, or nothing changes in the way that me and my partner, relate and communicate with each other, or my family or my friends? What if nothing changes with that? What if nothing changes with the way that I treat myself? Right? If you treat yourself, for example, there's so many ways that this can go. So maybe you can go for like a general, what if my life in general, or you can go for a specific life aspect, and you can just choose the pile or piles. Maybe one life aspect will get you to one pile and another aspect will get you to another pile. I don't know. It's gonna be an adventure. So, but we have 4 piles here for you. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Again, feel into the question, feel into the cards, feel into what answer or what messages this spirit, this cards have for you regarding this question. What if nothing changes? What if you don't change your actions? Right? What if you don't change your actions? What if the other people don't change their actions? So it's gonna be, I hope things are gonna be good. So I'll see you at your pals. My loves. I'll see you at your pals. Choose. Hello, pal 1. Pal 1. There you go. This is your pile that you chose for this question that we're answering. What if nothing changes? And so, before I look at these, I'm gonna get your oracle cards. I'm not gonna look at them until the end of the reading, but I'm feeling like I've already, okay, 2 of them. I already saw 1. So, I'm just gonna flip it back, and then we're gonna choose one from here. See, it's already, I'm already like, what is happening with me, right? Okay, there. So we have your oracle cards. I'm gonna look at them at the end after I've seen your tarot cards here. We're just gonna look and then we're gonna feel into the answers. We'll see what happens. Okay? I don't know what the cards are. We're gonna start with, 5 of Cups. Already. Knight of Wands. Okay. We have the 8 of Cups in reverse. Oh, this is so interesting. Interesting. We have the 6 of Wands. Okay. We have the Queen of Wands. So many wands. I love it. And then we have the Empress. Oh. And then we have the Fool in reverse. Oh, so nice that they're beside each other. I don't know, is it nice? And then we have the 3 of Swords. Okay, let's feel into this. What is going on? What if nothing changes in the way that you do things? Pile 1. It's so okay, here is what I'm really like getting from here. It's so telling how it's just these 2 cards that are in reverse. And it really made, I don't use your usual calm down, Lenny. I don't usually use reversals in my readings because I just feel into the message of the cards, but then it felt like, but the feeling of this reading was like, use reversals so that we can really see what's going on. And it's so interesting how the 8 of Cups and the Fool are in reverse while everything else is right side up. So we'll go there. The first card here we have is the 5 of Cups. And the 5 of Cups is usually the card of disappointment, right? Oh, I just saw this. How this hand is like pulling her down. Excuse me. If it's not pulling her down, it's like, just stay here. Don't leave me, right? And it's like keeping you submerged to an extent in your emotions and in your disappointment, in your regret, in this like really just not feeling good about yourself. Like, why did I do this? Why did I do that? Why didn't I do better? Why didn't I just go ahead and do the thing? Why did I let this go on for so long? these kinds of feelings, and it's just like weighing you down. And I'm really seeing this hand, like, stay here, stay in this feeling, and oh, that's like, weirdly enough, this feels like other people for you. And it's like maybe you're surrounded by people who still see you in a way that you were before. So if you were the type of person, you know what I mean? How do I explain this? It's like, we change, right? As people, we inevitably change. Our experiences change us. Maybe before you liked rock, and now you like R&B, and you don't really listen to rock music anymore. But to a certain number of people, you're still the person who listens to rock music. Like, that's still your identifier to them. So maybe before you were this really sad, this sad person, or this person who, maybe you were the bully. Maybe you were the bully at one time. Maybe you said or did some nasty stuff before. Then you learned and you're starting to change. But the people around you are still keeping this identity of you alive in them, right? So it's like, no, you're still that person. And it's like, it's still weighing you down to a certain extent. And there's this, like, all of these wands, right? I don't even want to just, like, go through them one at a time, because there are 3 wands. We have the Knight, we have the 6, we have the Queen here. And the 6 and the Knight of Wands, they're all about forward movement. They're all about, like, victory. Like, 5 of Cups, like, for some reason, I put the 6 of Wands below the 5 of Cups, which is like telling me that you've already conquered this whatever is making you feel this regret, or this, oh, I'm so stupid. Why did that happen? Why did I have to do that? And you've already conquered that with the 6 of Wands. You're like, I'm not the bully anymore. I'm not the type of person who says bad things about other people anymore, or generalize other people based on characteristics anymore. I'm not that type of person anymore. Why am I still being held to this standard? Is what I'm getting here. And with the Knight of Wands and the Queen of Wands, it's like you're conquering yourself, and you're like leveling up. From the Knight to the Queen, right? You're already leveling up in a way that because there is this desire to be a better person. There is this desire to be a better person, and to really, how do I say this? Like, move forward in a way that is more resonant with who you are right now. I'm just gonna move so that you can see them a little better. There. Are we? Yeah, I think I can see them better that way. So there is this desire to, like, move forward, and to just, like, I want to really show what kind of person I can be. I want to show this kind of, the queen that I can be, this leader that I can be, and this pretty damn good person, and maybe a role model, and maybe people can learn from my mistakes. Why am I not being given the opportunity to create this, to create a new life for myself? And I'm getting this really frustrating, like, energy here of, I want to change, but something just isn't letting me change. Right? I really, with the 8 of Cups and the Fool in reverse, and it's like, I want to start a new journey. I want to leave my past behind. Why am I not being given the opportunity to do this? And this type of push and pull between, I want to change, but the circumstances are not helping me make the change. That's what's happening here, really. And you're left feeling this Three of Wands of so much hurt and frustration, and it's like, the emotions are so tangled up, right? The emotions are so tangled up because in your mind and in your heart, it's like, I've changed, and want to show people that I have changed. And that I am a much better person now than I was before. But for some reason, you're not being given the opportunity, or because of these people weighing you down, you're not being given this opportunity to change, to turn a new leaf and, start a new chapter for yourself. You're stuck at the edge of the cliff. You're stuck at the edge of the cliff, like, I want to jump. But then there's like this really, really heavy chain tied around you, and you're like stuck, you're chained up to a tree, and you're like, I can't move. I'm gonna get more cards, because I'm very curious as to what is kind of weighing you down. I'm getting the feeling that it's, from here, it's like other people. Because obviously, you're like, based on the wands, especially, and the Empress, you want to create a new life for yourself. There is this huge desire to have, to start anew, to be more, how do I say this? To have more creative control over the image that you're showing to the world, or if I'm making any sense, the image that you're showing to the world, or the type of person that you're showing to the world, like with the Queen of Wands, like your image. This is how I want people to see me from now on. But it's like you're not being given the opportunity to do that, because there are people who are still weighing you down and still like, and still like keeping you to this identity, the identifiers that you've had for so long. And so, if nothing changes, if your actions don't change, you're going to be stuck in this cycle of, I want to change, I want to do better, but it's like, no. And you're left heartbroken. And every time you try to start something new, to create something new, a new life for yourself, it's just not gonna work, because there's still something weighing you down here. Like, this is like the key to, if you want to change, this feels like the key to that. So, if nothing changes, you're gonna be stuck in this Three of Swords energy of just heartbreak and just frustration, and maybe even like starting to hate yourself. Why can't I just change? Why can't I just get my shit together, Okay, let's see what's going on here. King of Wands. Yeah, this feels like another person. The two things, yeah. Okay. It's interesting because and then, why did I laugh like that? It's the Fool in reverse again. Great. This one. We have the Hangman. Okay, so, you know what? Yes, this can be a person. The King of Wands is kind of showing, yes, this can be a person. But more than anything else, this is you. Like, the only person that's weighing you down here is you. You can take your sweet time, blaming other people and being like, oh, it's because they're still having this identity of me. I'm still this person to my friends. I'm still this person to my family. I'm still this person to the public, to my high school batchmates, to my college. But like, I'm still this type of person. So you're like stuck in this kind of predicament of with Hangman. You're kind of stuck here in this space of, well, this is how I'm known, and I want to change, but I kind of don't know how. And or maybe you know how you want to change, but it's just like you're so attached to this identity, for better or for worse, right? Maybe you're even kind of like getting off on this idea that this is your identity. Like, this identity has become your comfort zone. Okay? And if this identity is your comfort zone, no matter how you try to like do something to change it, if it's not something that, deep down you're like really decided on, no, I'm changing this now. The King of Wands and the Queen of Wands is also here, of this firm decisiveness of, this is what I want to do. This, I want to change the way that I'm living my life, and I will burn through every single bridge that I have made in the past in order to create this new identity or this new life for myself. Are you willing to burn bridges in order to create a new life for yourself? One that is, not in this victim or sad mentality anymore. Are you willing to, this is an exaggeration, but are you willing to go through the depths of hell to come out and change? Because right now it seems like you don't. And it's so frustrating. It's so frustrating for you, most especially. Because you're like, you want to change, and you know what you want to change into, but it's like, at the last minute, you're like, oh my gosh. I'm reminded suddenly, this image flashed of, I don't know if you've seen, The Dark Knight Rises, the movie, The Dark Knight Rises, Christian Bale, Batman. If you have not seen the movie, spoiler alert, there's this, it's like a prison, but it's in like a cave that's very much deep underneath the ground. It's like this. If you think about it, it's like this, and then this is like the cave where the people are, and then you have to climb to the top, and this is all rocks. And so when someone attempts to go up, they tie a rope around the waist of the person, for safety, so the person doesn't die in case they fail. But ironically enough, that rope that's, it's long enough to get them to a certain point. But then that rope itself, because of the limited length of it, is also what is keeping the prisoner or someone from jumping to the other part of the tall wall, jump to the other part of it. That's like a fair distance, and then climb up the easier path. So there's a leap that has to be made. The fool. The fool about taking a leap, right? So Christian Bale, he makes several attempts with the rope tied to him. And every single time, it's like the rope just stretches to the limit just as he jumps. So he can't reach the other side, the platform on the other side. And it took that one attempt wherein he didn't tie the rope around his waist and he was just by himself. It took that, and then yes, he could have died. He made the jump, and he could have died making that jump, but then he jumped anyway, and then it resulted in him getting to the next bit and then climbing up and succeeding. And then he helped all the other prisoners get out of the that cave situation, right? So that's the visual I'm kind of getting. So, like, yes, you have this image, and people know you as this type of person. For, for better or for worse, we associate, people with our impressions of them. It happens to the best of us. Like, we do that. It's our thing as humans, right? Like, oh, this person, I remember this person when we were 5 years old. And this is what they did. They shared their candy with me. Or maybe they pushed me, to the ground. And that was not a very good experience. So I don't have a very good impression of this person. We all have that. But it's not like you have to keep that impression in order to live your life the way you want to. If you want to change the way that you're living your life, you have to be willing, very willing to let go of these identities that you have for other people. And if you're like the helper of the family, maybe you get off on people relying on you. But you don't want people relying on you anymore because it's tiring. It's tiring to be the one that fixes shit for other people all the time. And you want to separate yourself from this identity. But if you secretly enjoy this identity, then you're not gonna divorce yourself from it, right? If you want to change it, there has to be this decision of, I want to change this. And yes, my relationship with these other people may change. But it's more worth it that I follow what I know is best for me than to retain these identities that are just like weighing you down. Okay? Excuse me. Whew! I did not. This is just the first pile. My God. Okay. Whew. So yeah, so in conclusion, if nothing changes, you're still gonna be stuck in the edge of the cliff. And no amount of mentoring, coaching, you buy the most expensive courses, you get all of the, you pay for all of these personality tests and all of that. There's nothing that will help you create this new life for yourself until you make the decision that you don't want to be attached to your identities anymore, or to your identifiers anymore. Okay? So there. Whew, that sounded like medicine. So now I'm just gonna get to your oracle cards here. We already saw one, which is the arrow. And then we also have the sorry. Maraming tawa ko. Oh my God. Okay, so there. Yeah, being very, very intentional about the change that you wanna create for yourself. Change is inevitable. It's really inevitable, and the only, you have a choice if you wanna do it or not. You have to be very intentional about it. You have to aim properly, and maybe aiming properly means that you're gonna have to burn some bridges, and you're gonna have to disappoint other people. Okay? And it's scary to disappoint other people, but what you're feeling now kind of sucks already, right? I mean, that's what I'm getting from the cards. So, yeah. What kind of life do you want to live now? How do you want to present yourself to the world from now on? That's a question that you may want to ask yourself, okay? And then, you're good. It's gonna happen anyway. I feel like you're gonna get to your breaking point so bad that it's like, change. Come on, I'm gonna do it now. It's like, I hope that you just don't reach that point, that breaking point where everything just like hurts so bad before you do this, you know? Yeah. There. And we have one more card. We have school. The answer that you're seeking involves going to school. So school, learning, trying out something new, maybe learning a new course, learning a new language. I'm getting here. Maybe you'd want to go back to school, or you'd want to go back to learning something. That's so interesting. Okay? Or maybe you want to learn more about yourself. Because I'm just getting school and just learning. Because maybe, for some of you may not want to go back to it, to go or go back to like a traditional school setup. So just more of learning something, learning more about yourself, learning more about things that you want to learn about. I don't know. Maybe there's a sort of breakthrough there. Whew! That's just the first pile. Oh my gosh. I'm sending you all of the hugs. All of the hugs. Pile 1. And I'm really rooting for you. You already know the decisions that decisions that you want to make and the action steps that you want to take. You already know all of that. So I'm rooting for you, and I know that you're gonna make the best decisions and take the best action steps that are in resonance with your unique expression of truth. I strongly believe that for you. So I'm not, words of encouragement, sure. I want to say you can do it, but I think more than that, it's just like, you already know. And yeah. Honestly, I feel like you've heard all of the words of encouragement before, so I'm just gonna leave you with, I'm sending you all the hugs. Sending you all the hugs, all the love, and you already know. Okay? Okay, Pawan, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I hope that this resonates. I hope it helps. I hope you got, one thing from here. I hope it hit you in the right spot, and it helps you move forward in a way that is best, right, and true for you. Okay? Love you. Connect with me. It's in the description, all of the things. And I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye. Hello, pal 2. Hello. So here is your reading. Here's your pile, the pile that you chose for what if nothing changes? What if your action steps don't change? What if nothing changes? Okay? So before I open these cards, I'm gonna get some oracle cards for you first. We're gonna open them and we're gonna read them after I get to your cards, these cards. I'm just gonna get them now for the funsies. And you already saw it! I'm gonna read that later. Let's get another one. Okay. Okay, so we got your cards here. We're gonna look at them later. For now, here are your tarot cards. We have the Queen of Swords in reverse. We have the Two of Coins in reverse. I usually don't do reversals when I read cards, but for this reading, it just really felt like we're gonna do reversals. Okay, and then we have the Three of Wands in reverse. We also have the Queen of Stars or the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. We have the reverses. We have the Two of Knives in reverse. Oh, 2, 2. They're together. Oh, the queens are together. The 2s are together. And then what's this? The 2 of stars. Oh, 2 of coins. The same thing in reverse. Okay. Then we also have the 2 of wands in reverse. And then we have the 4 of wands in reverse. What? You have everything is in reverse. I just wanted to point that out because this is so interesting. This is very interesting. Okay. I'm just gonna feel into them and see what's going on. You know, I'm just getting this feeling of instability. This feeling of, well, it's not even instability. It's more of like you can't seem to just plant your feet on the ground. That's what I'm getting. It's so strange. Where do I start? With the queens. Of course, we're gonna start with the queens. So the Queen of Swords is... Okay, we'll just do the queens together. So the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Stars. Usually, let's not talk about the usual anymore. What I'm getting from these two is that there's this sense of, how do I say this? Like ruthlessness. I'm just getting here like ruthlessness and like intense lack. It's so strange. It's what I'm getting here. There's this feeling of I have to do more because nothing that I'm doing right now is enough. It's like you're chasing a goal, but the goalpost keeps moving. The goalpost keeps moving farther and farther. Like just before you've reached your just before you've reached the goalpost, it moves a little farther. It moves a little farther, and you're like, but I'm almost there. What the fuck? I'm almost there. Why is it so far ahead? And it's like, I feel like you have this very, unrealistic expectation of yourself. I'm getting it here actually with the 2 of coins and the 2 of knives. There's this like unrealistic expectation of I can handle it all. I can handle it all. I don't need a moment of rest. I don't need to I can prioritize everything. I can multitask. I can, I can set aside some things and, put these things first. And then there's this just like, you have this really, really high expectation of yourself. But it's like, but here's why it got like instability, because the 4 of Wands is in reverse as well. Everything's in reverse anyway. So it's like there's this instability of, why am I doing this? What even is happiness? What even is satisfaction? I don't know that. I'm just chasing something. I feel like you're chasing money. Is what I'm getting here. You're like chasing money. You're chasing titles. You're chasing all of these things. You're chasing an image. Maybe you want to be the manager, or you want to be the best at the thing that you're doing. And it's good to be the best at what you do, but why? Why do you want it? Why do you want so much money? Why do you want a big house? Why do you want a car? Why do you want to be, to have all of these, the commas, the titles after your name. It's like, blah, 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 your name, comma, MD, PhD, RM, whatever, all of these things. So, why do you want these things? Why do you want to, excuse me, why do you want to have all of these titles? Why do you want to have $1 million in your bank account? Why do you want a big house? Why do you want all of these things? Why do you want to become the manager? Why do you want to be a CEO? Why? Because if, you don't know why, if you don't know why you're doing things and I'm just gonna fix this. If you don't know what you're actually moving towards, if you don't know what you're moving towards, you're gonna be stuck chasing this ideal that, you're not gonna be happy. It's not gonna be, maybe it is fulfilling to chase something, right? I mean, it is. That's part of human nature. We want something and we're moving towards that thing. That's something that we do as humans. But if you don't know why you want to do it, right? You're gonna get all of these beautiful material things. You're gonna have a big home. You're gonna have maybe a family. Maybe you'll have children. Maybe you'll have 10 dogs or 15 cats in this big mansion with a huge lawn, and it will mean nothing to you. Because it's not enough. There's always something missing. You're always missing the latest TV model. You're always missing a horse. Because you saw that one of your friends got a horse in their farm and you don't have one, so you're not happy about that. You're gonna keep climbing this career ladder and it doesn't mean anything anymore. Right? You're gonna keep wanting so many things in life, and maybe you don't even know why. Maybe you don't know why. Maybe you do know. Maybe you do know at the beginning, I want this. Maybe you wanted to be a lawyer to help people. But then now it's just, okay, so you're a lawyer, you're an attorney now, and you're starting to help people. Okay, I want to be a partner in a law firm. Why? Why do you want to be a partner in the law firm? Because that's the next natural step. Okay, that's the next natural step. Okay, you got it. So what's next? You wanna be the richest lawyer or the richest attorney in your area. Why? Why do you want to be the richest? Why do you want all of these people to work with you? Why do you want all these clients? Why do you want to take on so many clients? The answer is going to vary for everyone, but if you, it's but right now what I'm seeing here from the cards is you don't even know why. It's everything is in reverse here. I see this now and it's I'm gonna take this very literally because this is the base of the card, right? If it's upright, this is the base. This is the base of the card. And since everything is in reverse, your base is not touching the ground. Like what I said in the beginning, it feels like your feet aren't planted firmly on the ground. You're not secure or stable in your action steps or in the things that you're doing because there's no why behind it. And I say this with so much love, of course I always say this with so much love, but I don't know why I feel I have to reiterate this. Maybe you know why you're doing certain things. And then maybe it's certain things you're really sure of and the other things you're not. But there's this overall feeling of, I don't know why I'm climbing the ladder. I don't know why I'm climbing the ladder. I don't know why I have to achieve this in my career. Or I don't know why I have to have all of the latest gadgets. I don't know why I have to have a big house. Because maybe at the end of the day, you really don't want a big house. Like, whose ideal are you chasing? Are you chasing your own ideals? Are you chasing your own desires? Or are you chasing someone else's? Are you chasing maybe the ideal set by society, by social media? I'm sorry. See? I mean, like, the C is like my chaos. But yeah, like, whose ideal are you chasing? Why are you chasing such ideals? Are you actually happy chasing these ideals? Like, I feel like more than anything, these are the questions that you want to ask yourself. Like, what do you actually want out of your life? Right? What do you actually want out of all of this? And why? What's like the end goal? It's like, I'm not saying that when you reach this point, you just stop, but it's more of, can you be happy and satisfied and fulfilled reaching a certain point, right? And of course, you can want more afterwards, but it's like, at what point will you be satisfied? Because right now, it doesn't look like you're satisfied with anything that you've achieved. And I feel like you've achieved a lot already. And I just want to congratulate you for that. And you know what? I'm just going to stop here and just be like, congratulations, Altu, on everything that you have achieved. And I'm saying this from the bottom of my heart. Congratulations. You've done it. You've done so many beautiful things, and everything is wonderful. You've gotten to a point in your career when you're like this. Maybe you're in a beautiful relationship. Maybe you have a house. And, that's amazing. And you've done so many amazing things. Please, give yourself the time to celebrate that. Give yourself the time to kind of just like feel it. Like, I have it. Oh my gosh. Because if nothing changes, that's the question we're answering for today. If nothing changes, and then you're just chasing the next thing. You're always just chasing the next thing. What's the next thing? What's the next thing in my partnership? What's the next thing in my career? What's the next thing in my material possessions? And it's just the next thing. And then you're gonna look at everything, and then nothing is satisfying you, because what's satisfying you is chasing the next thing. Then when you get the next thing, it doesn't mean anything anymore. Because maybe the chase is more important? I don't know. That's the question that you may want to answer. What actually is important for you? Okay, I feel like I'm, yeah. I feel like we're gonna stop there. So, ask yourself what you actually want in life. And then, first of all, take a day or two off to actually sit and bask in the glory that is everything you have achieved so far. It really looks like you've achieved a lot already. Maybe you just haven't taken the time to sit down and just look at everything that you've done and be like, wow, I did that. And then secondly, like, what is it that you actually want in your life moving forward? If you want, like, a promotion, or you want another accolade, that we say it, another accolade, or another award, like, why do you want that? Why are you gonna move towards that, or run towards that thing, work towards that thing? Okay? Maybe just, give yourself that thing that plants you back into the world, plants you back into the sureness of yourself, instead of just chasing ideals that may or may not make sense to you, right? So we all have different ideals. For some people, they do want a huge farmland with horses and ducks and sheep and goats and all of that. And for some, a small lot with a decent sized house will do. Or maybe for some it's an apartment. Maybe like a 2-bedroom apartment is their definition of I'm good here. I'm really satisfied, So just figure out your ideals. Figure out what you really want for yourself. Okay? Yeah. I suddenly just felt like, stop. I suddenly just felt like, no, you're good. I've said everything that I need to say. We're gonna go to your oracle cards now. I'm gonna start here. Saw the illusion there. So, yeah. You don't want to get stuck in this whole matrix of the society nowadays. So, this is what success means. This is the next step. This is the next thing. This is the next and the next and the next. And then there's no stopping. There's no stopping the ideal that you have to achieve, right? Because there's always gonna be another accolade. There's always gonna be another title to attach to your name. There's always gonna be more money. There's always gonna be a new phone model or a new TV model, a new car model. If you want to keep chasing that, then it's great. It's fine if you want to. Just know why you're doing it, and just don't get stuck in this illusion of I have to because I have to. Because there's no other choice but to. Who said that? Who said that you don't have a choice? Who said that you don't, that you can't just stop and smell the roses and be happy about things. Be happy about your life. Right? So just, just make sure that you're moving towards things because you actually want them. Like you yourself want them. And not because other people said, whether it's your parents or your teachers or your friends or whoever, or society in general, just make sure that it's what you actually want. Okay? And then we also have nutrition. You conduct healing work with your culinary skills. I don't know why I just said it like that, but we're there. So maybe it has something to do with your body, your physical body, and how you look. I just want to say this, like body ideals, but the ideal body standards will change. It changes every 3 years. It changes all the time. And if you keep chasing that with no regard as to what is actually good for your body or what your body actually looks like, then you just keep on chasing an ideal that's not really healthy for you. So nourish yourself. It's not just with the body but everything else, but just nourish yourself and make sure that you're moving towards your own personal ideals, your own personal standards of what happiness is, what health is, what success is, and maybe things are more okay and happier that way. Okay? So there. Like stop, Lenny. I'm just getting that. So I'm gonna stop, and I hope that I got the message across. Pile 2, thank you so much for watching. I hope that this resonates. I hope it helps. I hope you got even just one thing that hit you in the right spot and helps you move forward in a way that is best, right, and true for you. So there, thank you so much. I'm sending you all the hugs. I'm sending you all the encouragement. And I hope that you really take some time to figure out what your ideals are and what you really want in life, for, things change, but, for the moment, what do you actually want? Let me stop. Okay. So there, thank you, and I love you, and, connect with me. Things are in the description. Things are in the description, links and stuff like that. So, I hope to see you in the next reading. Bye-bye. Hello, pal 3. Pal 3. Oh my gosh. Hi. So here's your pal, the pal that you selected in the beginning of, what's your question again? What if nothing changes, right? So what if action steps don't change in particular? So before we start with the cards, I'm just gonna get your oracle cards. I'm gonna read them. I'm gonna flip them open. There we go. We have one. We're gonna flip them open at the end of the reading after all of your tarot cards. But I'm just getting them now for fun. Okay, there. That was easy. Okay, so we're just gonna get all of your cards. We're gonna open your cards, and we'll see what's going on. What if nothing changes? You have Temperance. There. You have 10 of Wands. Excuse me. You have the Hermit. Ooh. Okay. You have the Ace of Stars in reverse. You have the 8 of Knives. There, in reverse. And then you have the Ace of Knives. Upright. We also have the, what's this? 8 of Wands. It's the 8 of Wands, but it's in reverse. And then we also have Strength. Upright. Okay. What's going on? What if nothing changes for you? Wealthy. What's gonna happen? Ooh, that's so strange. Huh. That's so interesting. What I'm getting here is that it's like nothing ends. Let me just... Ooh! You know what I'm getting? Now that we're here, like nothing ends. Okay, it just cleared up for me a bit. What I'm getting here is like, if none of your action steps actually change, you might get stuck in this never-ending healing cycle, loop of a healing cycle. If that, I hope, if that, makes sense. It's like, you've been on this like healing journey, your spiritual awakening and things like that. Excuse me. And it's like what I'm getting here is so strange because it feels like nothing ever gets started or nothing ever gets done. Like the next chapter doesn't really start because there's always something that needs to be healed. Okay? There's always something that comes up with the Ace of Knives here that's like, oh, I need to go on hermit mode. There's always something that's like, there's always unfinished business that comes up. There's always something that you need to like rebalance, There's always maybe some self-sabotage. There's always something that you need to be brave about. There's always something that you need to like restart, but it doesn't really finish. There's always another level to a journey that you're taking, which I'm getting mostly as like your healing journey. There's always a next thing. It's so strange. But like, that's like, I don't know why I can't really pinpoint a certain card that told me like it's about that, but it's like the overall dynamic is what's getting me to that conclusion, right? So it's like it's so weird. I'm like kind of stepping out of my comfort zone here because I can't like, the Hermit tells me this message and the Strength tells me that, it's none of that. But it's just more of nothing's really ending and nothing's really beginning. You're stuck in this loop. And life is all about cycles. Life is all about cycles, but there is also the cycle. The cycle also involves a beginning and an ending, right? There is always a beginning and an ending involved. And yes, the Ace of Knives may be here, but it's more of like new idea. This is just like new ideas popping up. It's not necessarily a new journey, which I feel like that's what the Ace of Stars is representing. Especially since the stars are the pentacles, they're what's mostly related to our 3D reality. Like, so this is like our work, our career, our material possessions, the things that we touch. This bed, these cards, the stars are all about what we can touch, feel, taste, 5 senses. And because it's in reverse, it's like, we're not really getting there. We're not really beginning anything that is, practical, or anything that is, anything that we touch, or anything that we do with our physical bodies. It's just it's more mental. The journey that you're going through is more mental, spiritual, not even emotional. There are no what do you call that? But no cups here. So it's more mental. Well, there is water here with Temperance, but it's just a lot more mental. You're like maybe you're going through therapy or coaching, or again, you're the healing journey. Maybe you're taking so many courses and, have so many mentors, but it's like the healing journey never ends. When does it end? It ends when you decided it ends when you decide that I can't say it ends when you decide that it ends, because it doesn't mean that healing stops. Because that's the thing, right? We're constantly evolving. We're constantly being faced with, responses that we may want to work through. We're constantly being exposed to wounds that, want to be taken care of. We're constantly exposed to our karma that, we would want to, information about ourselves that we would want to really work on for the better, constantly evolving so that our lives can get better in, all the best ways. But it doesn't mean that we have to get stuck in this constant loop of, I can't do anything physical until I get my shit sorted. Because when does that happen? If life as we live it is all about, we're constantly healing, we're constantly getting better at expressing ourselves, getting better at being the best version of ourselves that we can be, getting better at maybe, controlling being like more in control, or being more fluent in the language of our emotions and the language of our body, taking care of ourselves and all of that, like learning from our relationships, blah, 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 blah. If life is constantly like that, and it's like that is the never-ending journey, then when does the whole practical step, like practical action steps, or the practical working on your career, when does that come in? Because that's also part of life. And I'm getting this feeling that it also is something that you desire. You actually want to do a lot of things. The hermit is also like constantly like finding this enlightenment about a lot of things. And even with temperance, it's like there's so many things that you want to do, but it's like there is this feeling of being constantly in this loop of a never-ending mental journey. Or if it's not just, it's not just mental. I'm getting also spiritual here, but it's just more of, it's more of like an internal situation. It's an internal journey. And it's amazing. It's great. But it's like your soul or something inside you is craving for something, like craving for you to work on something a bit more practical, physical. Maybe this time you kind of want to, have some money. Maybe this time you want to like have some money in your bank account. You want to do something about that. Maybe this time you actually want to, have a career. Maybe you want to buy something for yourself. Excuse me. Maybe you want to fix up your home. Or move somewhere. But I feel like there's not much, you don't have much of a head start on that, on the practical, physical, 5 senses thing. Or maybe even, just work on your health, or your physical health, right? There's this feeling that there's not much head start or headway to that, because there is this never-ending mental cycle that we're involved in. And it looks like you're really ready to just, get out of it and, to be like, okay, I'm gonna do something more practical now. I'm gonna maybe take a break from all of the courses and all of the coaching and all of that. Or maybe just like, I'm also gonna do other things. I'm also gonna start on my business, or I'm also gonna find a hobby, or I'm also gonna, actually work for that promotion. There is this desire for that, especially here with the 8 of Knives. It's like, I'm ready to go out into the world. I'm ready to be like, yeah, let's go, let's do this. Where is the hesitation coming from? Now I'm curious, right? Why is that not happening? The Empress. And these two. The Empress and these two. The Tower. And the 9 of Cups. Ooh! Wish fulfillment. Oh, ooh. Ooh! Ooh! Okay. Ooh, this is such a special case. Because... ooh, I love it. Okay. Okay. It's so interesting. Like, I feel like you guys, all 3 are like, I want to get back into the world and be like, have this, like that. But it's like, wait. And this is gonna sound so frustrating. Oh my gosh, there's something that is getting ready to happen with this tower card. I'm just gonna get it. Something is being cooked up by the universe right now that you're being asked to continue actually this more of this internal thing, or like keep to yourself just a bit more. I told you it was gonna be frustrating. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So, cause I said it for a lot of times already, right? You're in this internal, you're going through more of this internal journey, and it feels like it's never ending. There is kind of like a definitive ending to it, but right now, what I'm getting here with these three cards, or clarifiers, is that the moving parts of the definitive ending to the internal journey that you're going through right now, they're still kind of getting in place in your life. And so, it's not an issue of you're taking too many courses, or you're getting into too many coaches, or you're being too mental about it. You're being asked to be patient right now. And, not, what do you call this? How do I say it? Just maybe not, wait. Let me find the right word. Not force yourself. That was such a hard word to think of. Oh my god, nakainis. Just try not to force yourself to do things just because you feel like you're not doing anything right now. Like you're not doing anything physical, or like you're not doing anything career related much right now. You're not chasing after something, or moving towards something, physical, tangible. The tone of this reading just completely different. Be more patient. There's still moving parts that the universe is like, we're still like clicking things into place. Your job right now is to be like, stay internal. And if there is something that you want to do it, but don't do it because you feel like you have to move towards something, Just do it maybe for the funsies, or maybe just do it kind of like casually in a way. The Nine of Cups is here, so things are happening for you anyway. Like, all of your desires and wishes are coming to fruition in one way or another. So it's like, just relax and try not to forcefully change things. That's where the Eight of Wands is coming in. The reverse Eight of Wands. It's like, not yet. The communication hasn't come yet from the universe. So it's like, just relax and you're not able to see things happening yet because they're just arranging themselves in the different dimensions. Okay? So now things are making sense. So strength is more of here, like, have the strength to like stay in this Hermit Empress, Temperance mode a little while longer. Okay? Whew, that just took a turn. Okay. So, there. That's the message there. So this is the interesting pile where what if nothing changes? Well, nothing has to be changed right now. And I hope that you find comfort in that. I hope you find comfort in the fact that even if you're feeling like, I want to move, I want to do something, why am I not doing anything? And you feel like you want to, move towards something. I hope that this gives you comfort that nothing has to be changed at the current moment. So like, just relax and continue what you're doing. I feel like you're creating an internal landscape that is so beautiful, that's so beautiful and so amazing, that when it's not even just like this tower moment of everything crumbles and falls apart, but it's more of, for like in a bad way, where, things are going to be difficult afterwards, but it's more of the outer shell is going to be, removed from you. The outer obstacles are going to be removed from your life, and it's going to be helpful, but just there are moving parts that you can't see yet, that the universe is like, we're handling it. We're handling it. You don't need to do anything except continue creating the internal landscape, the internal reality that you know you desire and will help you moving forward. Okay, so this is the curious, interesting case of what if nothing changes? Well, there's nothing that needs to be changed. Okay, so there we go. That's why I felt like so weird, and it was so weird, but then okay, so we're gonna get to your oracle cards. The bubbles: continue enjoying life, continue finding the positive parts in life. I'm just breathing through it. Infinite abundance: you're fully supported as you devote yourself to your divine life purpose. That is your affirmation. I'm gonna show the 9 of Cups here, because it's fun. The 9 of Cups is always fun. So in conclusion, you're in this internal loop. Like, you're keeping to yourself in hermit mode, in temperance mode, in empress mode, creating your reality and being just more of within this mental, spiritual space for a reason. The moving parts that are, changing your life for the better, the universe is taking care of it. God is taking care of it. Whatever you want to believe in, that is outside of you. That is bigger than us, They're taking care of it, so you just chill. You just relax and continue doing what you're doing right now. You're doing great. I love you. Pal 3, thank you so much for watching. All of the links are below, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Bye-bye. Hello, Pal 4. I don't know how to do 4. Okay. So we're here. We are here. This is the last pile. We're gonna answer the question of, what if nothing changes? What if you don't change your actions? Or what do you do in your everyday for the next couple of months? What's happening? So before, these are your cards, the ones that you picked in the pile a while ago. So we're gonna get some oracle cards first, but I'm gonna read them. I'm gonna open them at the end, but I just want to get them now for no reason. That's just the vibe today. Okay, so that's it, and you saw it. I'm gonna flip it back there. I saw it, but I don't know what it's about yet. So I'm gonna get just another card. Okay, there. He's now blah blah blah. So we have our oracle cards. Now I'm gonna get to your tarot cards. Ahem. So we'll see what goes on, what's happening, and we'll start. We have the 7 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, I don't usually do reversals when I read cards, but this feels like the reading of it. The devil. Funny enough, the devil is right side up. Then you have the 9 of Wands. Okay. What else do we have? We have Temperance in reverse. Okay. We have the Five of Knives in reverse, Five of Swords, and then we have the Hierophant in reverse. Diyan lang kayo. We also have the, the Mother of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. And we have the Ace of Wands upright. Okay. Lots of red in this pile, and it's so weird. You're the only pile that was the first reaction, or that was, I noticed the color. Yeah, like you're the only pile wherein I've noticed the color of it. And it's so interesting when I said, red, and I noticed you're the only pile that has color in it. I immediately saw, like, because it's wands, right? And then wands and then fire. The devil is not fire. It's a major arcana. It's not related to the wands element, or the wands element, the wands suit, or the fire element. But it does have a lot of fire here, and it's also wood here. If you can, I'll just bring it over to you. So like wood, like tree trunks, and then there's a lot of fire. So it can also be like, it's like wands, and even the Seven of Wands, of course, it's a wands suit. I'm getting lots of anger here. And I feel like you're at this breaking point. Like, if nothing changes, you don't change your actions, you don't try to switch things up in your action, like the action steps that you take. I'm getting like your, how do you say that? It's like your entire body is getting filled with so much anger, and you don't really know what to do with it anymore. It's like you're about to explode, is what I'm saying. You're about to explode with anger, with rage, with, I'm also getting like frustration. And it's interesting because Temperance and Hierophant here, and the Hierophant are both in reverse, which is telling me that, you've tried to sort your emotions out and be like, more balanced, more calm. You've tried meditation, you've tried journaling, maybe you've tried to, maybe you've taken anger management classes, or sessions, or talk to someone about like getting your fire out, or getting not in the bad way, but it's more of like getting the anger out of your system. But it's like it's not working anymore. The meditation is not working anymore. And with the Hierophant, it's like you've tried like to be more disciplined in what you're doing. You've tried to be like, okay, small steps, easy steps. Let's do this, in a more palatable way. Is what I'm getting. But it's like, Freja, like all of the curse words. You want to just release all of the curse words because I don't know what to do. And it's so interesting how the Seven of Wands is in reverse here, because I'm so angry that, I just want things to change and I want things to get better, but then I can't do anything about it. Like when it's like, okay, go do something, you're like, I'm paralyzed. What would I do? That's the energy that I'm getting here. And it's like, I'm tired. That's the energy I'm getting here. Like, it feels like you're tired and you just don't want to fight anymore. That's the vibe. It's like, I've been in this energy of just fighting for what I believe in, and just like being like, I want to do things my way. I want to do things in a way that is best for me. And I've been fighting this entire time, and now I'm tired. And now I'm just tired and stressed and burnt out. And, excuse me. I don't know what to do anymore. That's the vibe that I'm getting here. But it's like, but you're so full of, it's like you're so full of rage, it's paralyzing. That's the word. That's the word that I'm getting. And I'm getting here with the Mother of Pentacles in reverse. It has everything to do with, the first thing that I got is like your home life. The everyday. It's not, it's like you're so dissatisfied with how certain things have been running, how certain things have been happening for you, that everything feels like they're going wrong. You know, it's like everything feels like it's so in disarray. Like with your home life, with your career, with everything, with your relationships, with all of that. It's like you can't just... It's like you want to control certain aspects of your life so bad. But it's ended up like you can't... You're trying to control things that are outside of your control. Okay, so here's the scenario. It's like you just want to get your shit together. But because you can't get your shit together, you're trying to like grapple at things that you can control, but then things are just exploding in your face and you're so mad. It's like, I can't do this anymore. What's the tea? Now I'm curious because it's like there's this just overwhelming feeling of rage and anger and hopelessness. That's what I'm getting. It's like I can't anymore. I'm so mad at my current situation. I'm so mad, but I don't know what to do about it. And I'm tired. And I don't know. I'm so mad, but I don't know what to do anymore. Maybe you've tried so many methods and maybe they just didn't work. And like every time you get a new idea or every time you get triggered to like move, it's like, but I don't know what to do. Like maybe you do something for a bit and then, you know, you just get so hopeless because it doesn't produce the results that you want in the fastest possible timeline. You know? Because it's like when we're angry or when we're feeling an overwhelm of one emotion. Like we're feeling overwhelmingly something. It's like maybe you just wanted to shift really fast. But the problem is that the source of the anger that I'm getting here or the rage that I'm getting here is not there's no quick fix for it, right? And so you've tried meditation, you've tried like starting small and being disciplined about it. You've tried beautifying your space and arranging your things, but it's not excuse me, but it's not solving anything. So what's the issue? That's what I'm trying to get here. With not yet. With clarifying cards. Yeah. The Wheel of Fortune. Okay. What's this? The King of Coins in reverse. Okay. And then the Three of Cups. So there is this aspect with the Three of Cups of your relationships with other people. Maybe with friends, maybe with family. There's just this... Excuse me. There's just this imbalance that you feel with them. I'm getting it's like, can't you... Ooh, okay. Just got it. There's this feeling of, why am I not there yet? Why am I not... Yeah, with the Wheel of Fortune and the King of Coins in reverse, especially, it's like, why hasn't my luck or my fortune turned for the better yet? Why am I not rich yet? Why am I not having all of these amazing successes in life yet? Why am I worse than how my friends are? Like, I can't even show my face at reunions. Not just because of the current circumstance of the world, but yeah, it's like, I don't want to show my face to my high school batchmates or to my friends because I'm not good. That's the feeling. Like, I'm not good enough yet. It's a lie, by the way. That's a lie. You are good enough, but you don't feel that way, which is, happens to the best of us. I've been in this stage for years. Laughter to hide the pain, but that's the thing, right? Like, it's like you're doing so much hard work and trying to be balanced in a holistic level. The Temperance is just showing me, like, I've tried meditation, I've tried, the spiritual stuff, I've tried yoga, but why am I still angry about things? Why am I not good enough? Why is my life in shambles? I feel like in shambles. While everyone around me or my friends are just living their lives and they're so amazing. There's this... And then it's like you're angry at your circumstance, your current circumstance of, like, I just want things to be good. I just want me to be okay. But I'm not, and I'm angry about it. And so that's like, this is at the core of it. Right? Because no matter how hard you work, no matter how much you meditate and do yoga and take care of your body and fight for what you want to do and, like, really vouch for yourself and be like, hey, I want this and that. If the overall feeling is I'm not good enough, then it's like it's like you're doing things because you don't want to feel inferior compared to other people. That's we're kind of, that's gonna be a difficult place to be in. Because then nothing you do will ever be enough. Right? Like, no matter how much money you make, or no matter how high your position is in the company you're working in, or no matter how successful your business is, if you feel if you continue to feel inferior compared to your friends, or if you compare like your worst days to your friends' highlight reels or what they post on social media, then you're never gonna win. You're comparing two different things. You're not comparing your successes with their successes. You're comparing your low days or like your mundane days with their highlights, with their successful days. And it's like, if that's your, your comparison points, then I'd be angry too. Because our lives don't look like highlight reels all the time. Right? And so there's just this feeling of, why hasn't my luck turned around? But maybe it has, and you just don't really see it. And it's so easy to blame this on outside sources, right? Like, my home life is a mess, or my friends are taunting me, or my boss at work is, it's making me feel angry all the time. That's why the devil is here, to show you that maybe the reason why you're feeling so angry all the time, and maybe the reason why you're feeling hopeless in your situation, is because you're subconsciously or unconsciously feeding a thought pattern that is not very healthy for you. Our minds fuck us up in so many ways. So maybe you're just unconsciously feeding this I'm not worthy narrative. And, it's not your fault that happens. It's not your fault that it's happening. And you have all the power to change that. To change that narrative. But the more that you feed into this, my fortune's not changing, I'm not successful compared to other people. You're not even saying it, I'm not successful in my standards, because saying that you're not successful in your standards means that I have work to do, right? But it's like, when you're comparing, the act of comparison with other people, it's like, that's what kind of messes us up. Because there's always going to be someone who's richer than us. There's always going to be someone, richer in terms of money than us. There's always going to be someone who has a bigger house. There's always going to be someone who has a better looking body, has more latest gadgets, all of these things, has a better, quote unquote, career than us. So, that energy of comparison, maybe that's what's kind of feeding this energy that's burning your passion stores and making you feel so angry and dissatisfied with your life. So, if you don't do anything, if you don't change, if you don't, switch up any action steps, then there's just gonna be a cycle of feeling angry and disappointed and rageful. I was almost gonna say vengeful, towards yourself, and towards you feel like you're not doing enough. Then every time you want to do something, you're just burnt out, and there's this just deep dissatisfaction with everything about your life, regardless of how things are actually going. Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna stop there. I want to ask some more clarification, not clarification, but it's just more of before I get to the cards, to your oracle cards, maybe just like, if you wanna, you live your life the way you want to. If you want to continue feeling this anger, then awesome. Please just, I hope that you don't, hurt yourself. But if you do want to switch things up, what would be the, how do you say this? The easiest, most easeful, first step. One more card after this. Okay, the moon. Extinguishing the fire with some water. This one. And the star. Ooh. First of all, I'm gonna take this very literally and be like, stay by yourself, at night, when everyone's sleeping. Just kind of take some time for yourself. No phones, no social media, no TV, no gadgets, no distractions. Maybe just, stay with you and your thoughts for a little bit. Excuse me. If you want to, go outside and just, look at the sky and keep to yourself for a bit. Excuse me, that might be a good idea. I'm burping a lot. Giving yourself some, like, getting close to nature would also be good. Like, both the star and the moon have water here. So maybe you would want to go on a vacation near water, just go on a trip near water, maybe a lake or the beach, or maybe in like the woods. Maybe you want to go hiking for a bit to just let off some steam. Maybe you want to do a physical activity near nature to just, extinguish some of this fire, like literally burn some of the anger off through physical activity. I'm also just getting, think about your aspirations and your desires in life. Think about them and have you achieved them in a way? What are the ways in which you are closer to these goals, to these aspirations? And maybe also just accepting how your aspirations and your desires may be different from the markers of success that other people are showing. Yeah. So again, I feel like, oh yeah, this is the first time I feel like I'm saying this to you. I don't know. But different people have different aspirations. And so that's why it's such a tricky trap to fall into, the whole comparison thing. Because their version of success and their aspirations of what a magical paradise successful life is may be different from yours. And so when you get into this hole of comparison, it's like you're comparing two different things based on two completely different standards. So it's like, it's a lose-lose situation for everyone. Especially for you, especially now that you have so much anger in you and so much hopelessness. Like, the star is literally like, regaining your hope. Having hope again that things can be better than they are now. Maybe you can live a life that is beautiful and successful on your own terms. So just having that hope back and being like, yeah, I can live my life, by my own terms and be happy in ways that I want to be happy. And I don't have to compare myself to other people. And, I want to take responsibility back for my own life. And I want to dream again and hope again. And tomorrow the next, tomorrow, the next day, be more active in appreciating my life and going towards my version of success and happiness. So yeah, there. Yeah, done. Done. I'm done with that. So I hope that helps. I'm just gonna get to your oracle cards real quick. We have the freeze there. So yeah, this is talking about how you just feel like frozen and don't know what to do, right? Maybe you feel stuck in a situation. So what's the first thing that you do? Try to get yourself unstuck. Or you know what? Actually, keep yourself in the present moment for a little bit. Instead of looking everywhere, like comparing with your friends, or maybe, looking at all the ways in which things are bad, things are not good, and that's making you angry. Just try your best to look at your current situation in a neutral way. It's like this. Just list down the things that are happening right now and your life right now. Okay, this is my name. This is where I live right now. This maybe you live with someone. This is who I live with. This is my job right now. This is what I do. And just look at them and these are the facts. And just present those facts to yourself in just a very neutral way. And just look at them. And just look at them for what they are. There's nothing good or bad or worse or better or comparing about it. Just look at it. Just look at it and be like, okay, this is where I am right now. And then from there, you can decide where you want to go, right? But just try to look at your life right now in a way that is neutral, in a way that is just not comparing it with other people, with the lives of other people. It's like, you have this job, but this other person has this job. No, just don't look at other people. Just look at you. How are you doing? What are you doing? How are you doing? Why? I don't know. All the WHs about your life, present it to yourself in a very neutral way. Okay? Just look at it. Just look around you and just try to just be still in this present moment of who you are right now. Okay? We also have teaching, and you inspire young people to learn. Ooh. Maybe there's something in you want to teach, or you want to, maybe you want to mentor someone. I don't know, maybe this feels very specific to some people in this file. Maybe you're chasing a type of a career that you're chasing because that's someone's definition of success, but what you really want to do is to teach. And doesn't have to be you don't have to be a kindergarten teacher here, but maybe you have a trade. Maybe you play an instrument and you want to be a piano teacher or something like that. That would be so fun. Right? So there. My brain's you're done. Okay, so I'm done. That's it for you, Pal 4. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sending you so much love. And I hope that you drink some water to extinguish all the rage. But yeah, I hope that, the rage, that whatever type of anger, rage, the hopelessness within you, I hope that that's able to shift. And I'm rooting for you so much. And you are good enough. Saying this from the bottom of my heart. You are good enough. You're amazing. You're worthy. You don't need to look at other people to, you don't need to prove that. I guess that's what I should say. Yeah, that's what I want to say. You know, there's nothing to prove. There's nothing to, you are good enough and you're worthy. So there. I hope that this resonates. I hope this helps you. I hope that there may be one thing, at least in this reading, that hit you in the right spot to help you move forward in ways that are best, tried, and true for you. So there. If you want to connect with me, the links are in the description. I don't know what I'm gonna put there yet, but they're in there. And yeah, I hope to see you in the next reading. Thank you so much. Bye bye.